welcome back to Daytime.
It's all about teaching baby sign language now. We want to welcome Charlene C. Slaats-Gray, a certified instructor for My Smart Hands. Also, Melanie Kamek, the participant with My Smart Hands. And we also have baby Emma here with us. Welcome, everybody, to the Daytime Couch here.
Thank you.
Charlene, why don't you start off telling us all about My Smart Hands?
My Smart Hands, we obviously offer baby sign language classes. We have about 37 instructors at the moment throughout Canada, U.S. We've just actually gone into the United Arab Emirates.
Wow.
And it's pretty spectacular. And we hope to go to Japan later this year. So we have our courses that we offer. They're an 8-week program, and it runs once a week for 45 minutes. 45 minutes is about the max because, you know, the babies don't sustain much longer than that. So, yeah, and through that 8 weeks, we teach them over 100 signs that they can just sort of, the parents learn how to incorporate into their life, into, you know, reading and singing. And so that's the basic premise. It was founded in Toronto. The founder's there, and we have obviously some videos that you've seen online. And, yeah.
I was really interested to talk to you guys today because I've heard so much about baby sign language and signing, and it's just a really interesting concept, I think, and interesting to a lot of people to be able to communicate with their baby.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and these babies, they can hear. Like, these babies can hear. We should this is sign language.
Yes, thank you for clarifying that.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, because we do teach to hearing babies. I also, on a side note, do work with people with communication barriers.
Okay.
Right, but primarily it is that we instruct hearing babies.
Okay.
Just a brief synopsis is, it started many, many years ago, signing, obviously, where the deaf instructors signed with deaf. And they saw that the impact it was having on hearing siblings. Then it came back in the 70s where they started to do it with special needs children. And now, about in the last 10 years, they've been doing it.
Babies love me.
So yeah, but the last 10 years, they've been noticing the benefits that it has with working with hearing children.
How old is Emma?
She's 11 months.
11 months.
MySmartHands.com, there is some great video up there, too. And the success you had with a YouTube video that just kind of exploded, eh?
Yes,
something?
yes.
Okay, let's get this baby rocking.
Let's get her rocking.
I'm on.
She's been holding the milk as a blackmail to see if it's going to work. Oh, she's waving to the camera person.
At what age did you teach them to sign?
We started about 6 months old.
6 months, okay.
And can you go through some of the signs?
And see if she's going to do
We'll
it.
see.
Well, I know, a lot of pressure here.
She does, she signs dog.
Okay.
Which is dog. Emma.
She was doing it out in the hall. She's in
looking at the camera.
Dog. Milk.
Yeah.
Milk. Would you like some milk, Emma? Milk?
She's like, I sure do.
You know what?
Yes, when she wants milk, she will sign milk.
Yeah.
When she's hungry, she will sign eat. When she wants more, she will sign more.
She was out there eating her Cheerios, and she was done, and she just sat there and went, finished. Yeah.
Now, is there signs that you recommend that people use, or can parents make up their own signs, or what do you recommend for them?
We use American Sign Language.
Okay.
Yeah, and we use it because it's obviously an established language. And also, you know, it helps with communication throughout a household if you're using that. If you use made-up signs, it's much more difficult to be able to remember what sign you used and, you know, when you used it and that sort of thing. So we use complete American Sign Language. And it's out of respect as well to the deaf community, you know, that we use their language and we use it correctly. So, yeah.
And what about, is this something easy for the parents to learn and to be able to start communicating with their children?
I think it is, but what do you say?
It definitely is, and it's a lot nicer doing the classes because they teach you songs, you know, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So it's really easy for the parents. It's not too hard for us to learn.
Yeah.
And how long, again, if you could just tell us, you've been doing this with Emma, how long has this been going on?
About 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months?
She's thirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how much time a day will you spend, or is it, do you sit down and pick an hour, or you just...
We don't really spend specific time doing it. When I give her milk, I say, this is milk. When I feed her, I say, we're eating. Would you like some more? Are you finished? We do sing our bedtime songs and we sign those, but other than that, it's not specific signing time.
Yeah, because it's all it into your daily routine. Just use it with the words so that they have the exposure. Sorry?
What are the benefits to sign with your children, with your babies? What are some of the benefits and the reasons why people would do it?
Yeah, there's lots of benefits to it. I mean, developmentally, you know, to start off with the motor skills, they have use of, you know, they will tune in their motor skills, of course, more quickly, but they have use of their motor skills before they can actually develop the skills to be able to articulate anything, to speak. With that, it also gives them more of a self-esteem because they're able to communicate to their parents what they want. So, you know, it makes them more secure in their own environment. And then, of course, it rolls into the communication benefits, that they can tell you what they want when they want it. There's one story that we've told before. It's a friend of mine. She has her daughter, and she started with signing with her at about 4.5 months. And then when she was about 10 months, she had her in the high chair one day, and the baby was doing the sign for more. And she had Cheerios in front of her, so she said, "Oh, you want more Cheerios?" And she threw the Cheerios down. She said, "Well, you don't want more Cheerios." And the baby looked at her, 10 months old, and went, "More cheese." And the fabulous part about it is she hadn't been offered cheese. Yeah. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't even in the vicinity of the tray, the baby's tray. But she said, "More cheese." So, you know, from the communication aspect, it's really quite amazing. You know, it lessens frustration, that they can tell you what they want instead of, you know, you having to guess when they're frustrated. And so there's all sorts of benefits to it, yeah.
Have you ever had people wanting to, criticize you at all? Has there been some naysayers to this?
I haven't come across a great deal. I mean, there's been some that I think it's a matter of them understanding more what it's about. I think it goes back to understanding that we do it with hearing babies. I don't want anybody to think that, you know, we're trying to teach deaf children. So I think if people are educated about it, that they will understand it. And again, because as I say, in the last 10 years, they've started to use it more with hearing children, it's becoming more acceptable. People are understanding it's not a fad. This is something about your child's development. It's starting their education off early. So luckily, as I say, I haven't run into a lot of roadblocks at this point. Sorry, I'm watching her. She's still I don't think she's going to. She's not going to be doing much.
That's a sign for. That's a sign for. I can't wait to go to bed.
There you go.
I'm sleepy.
Look at her. She's done.
And the website again, folks, is mysmarthands.com. Thank you both so much.
Thank you so much.
And this is just a little sample of one of the workbooks as well.
Great.
Yeah, that comes with the class.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks again.
Thank you for having us.
Quick break, and first, here's what's coming up on First Local.